So this is the LangChain chatbot, which is built on Ollama, right? So we are using Ollama in the backend for switching the models. And with the help of this chatbot today, I'm going to explain to you the concept of Ollama. How with it you can keep changing the models in the backend, and without using any third-party API key, how can you use different types of models without any internet, without paying to a third party. So let me just type hi here. I'm going to show you the application first, and then we will check the desktop version of this application. So this is the mobile view of the app. Okay. Okay. So at present, we are using this model called Gemma.cpp in the backend, and this is the way it is responding to our queries. Okay. So this is the desktop version of the application. Okay, desktop view. I asked this question first, right? So it replied with this, and then I asked it, can you help me with Python code for snake and ladder game? And this is what it replied me with. Okay, and here if you see in in this code, we are using this Gemma model. Okay, and how we are pulling this Gemma model? So it is using local Llama, which is nothing but Ollama. Ollama lets you run large language models locally without internet and without paying API fees. Fine. Let me just open another piece of code which is similar to this, which I just showed you. Also a chatbot. Okay, but here if you see, we're using the open API key, which means that we have to pay to a third party for answering all the types of user queries which will land on our chatbot. Okay. Now, if you want to cut down this cost, so Ollama is one of the applications that you can install on your server or on your device, and then you can use it for leveraging the power of different types of models present on line and on websites like Hugging Face. Okay, so here if you see, I'm using Gemma.cpp as I've told you earlier also. Now if I'll do Ollama list, so there are 3 different models which are currently installed inside my Ollama environment. Fine. Now what I'll do is I'll change the model from Gemma.cpp to Mistral 7b. So I'm copying it from here. I'll simply come on my code. Let me close this one. I'll simply replace it like this. Okay, I'm saving it. Now coming back to the server here, I'll stop the application and then I'll rerun it. Okay, I'm running it again. So currently it is using Mistral 7b. Now I'll simply come in the on the front end, give it a refresh, and then I will say hi again. So because it is a heavy model in comparison to Gemma.cpp, that is the reason it will take time to reply to this query of ours. Why? Because we are using CPU right now. We are not using a GPU based server. Fine. So if you're using Ollama or Llama models, make sure you have GPU installed on your server, or you have a GPU based server. Okay, that will help you in getting the answers faster. So this is what we got as a reply from Mistral 7b for hi. Okay, now I'll change it to the third one, which is just a second. So the third one in the list is Llama.7b. Okay, I'm going to copy it simply. Then I will come here in the code and I'll replace this 7b with Llama.7b. Okay, so this is the third model. Now what I'll do is I'll stop the server first. I'll rerun the code, and then let's come back on the browser, refresh it, and let's say hi. So let's see in how much time it will reply to our query. This is again a huge model, so it may take time to reply to our query. Why? Because it is huge, and also because we are on a CPU based Linux server. We do not have GPU in the server on which the application is currently hosted. Okay, so let's wait for some time, and after that I'll change the model from this Llama.7b to Gemma. Okay, and then we will see how much time that is taking to reply to our query. Okay, so hello, it's nice to meet you. As you can see, the response is different. We will change it to Gemma.cpp. Let me save it. See how easy it is for us to change the models. Okay, so I'm going to simply run it, and then we will come on the front end. We'll give it a refresh, and then we will say hi here. It's a very light model, and that is the reason the reply will come faster. Okay, so the reply has come faster, as you have seen. Now let me just tell you how you can install Llama on your server, how you can use Llama for downloading the models, okay, and then how you can use it in your code. So what I'll do is I'll come here. So basically this is the directory in which the Flask code of the chatbot is present. So we have a virtual environment here, venv. I coded it based on ChatGPT key earlier. Then I realized that because it is costing me very high, so let's explore something with the help of which we can cut down the cost. And I came across Ollama, with the help of which we can download Llama models from Hugging Face, and we can download all the types of large language models from the internet, and we can then use them. Okay, So that is what I used here in this code. If you see, it's a very simple code, not very typical one. Even if I'll pass an emoji like this, it will reply to this also. Okay, see, right? So this is the benefit of using Llama. We can change the models. We can use different types of models. Now, let me just tell you how to install it on the Linux server. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to open this file. So this code over here, which you're seeing, all these files you will get in a GitHub repo link, which is there in the description section. Just click it and you will find app.py. This code also you'll find test.py, requirements, readme. Okay, so you can get these files from there. Just create a virtual environment, install all the libraries, and then you can start using this application. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is you have to open this file called readme.txt, in which you will find all the types of commands which you need to fire for installing Ollama and the other libraries. Okay, so pip install Ollama langchain. This is the first one that you need to fire. Then the second command that comes is Ollama pull command. For example, you want to use Mistral 7b, which is a very good LLM product. Okay, so you want to install this. Simply use this command Ollama pull Mistral 7b. Let me just fire this command and show it to you once. So I'm going to copy it, coming here, and then let me just run it. Okay, so because it is already installed on my device, that is the reason it is showing me the previous logs which got created when it was getting installed. Now, after installing a model, if you want to use it here only in the terminal and want to see the performance, you can simply replace this pull with run. Okay, now here only you can test this Mistral 7b. How? Let me just show that to you. So currently Mistral 7b is getting activated in Ollama, and in next couple of seconds, we will be able to use it. Now I can send a message. So this is coming from Mistral 7b. Okay, I hope you're liking this, right? This is something which you need to know if you're exploring Gen AI, or if you want to, if you're preparing for a Gen AI based interview or AI based interview, right? Something like that. So I've typed something which has now a number of words. So more number of words, more tokens will be there, which it will have to generate so as to understand the context of the query, and then it will respond accordingly. So this response is getting created by Ollama right now, which is based on the Mistral 7b training set. Okay, let me just come out of it. So for coming out of it, we need to press Control and D keys together. Now let's come back here. So if you want to install the other models, you can simply fire these commands. So once you're done with downloading the models, the only thing that you have to do is change the model name here, and rest everything is going to remain the same. The predict functionality, the response will get generated, right? All this will remain the same. The only thing that you have to change is this model name. That's it. And so that is how you can use Ollama. Just give it a try. Set up a Linux server on AWS, install Ollama, and then install the other models that you would like to use here in the chatbot for responding to the users' queries, and then check it out. In case you want my help in learning all these things, let me know about it. You can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Just DM me, or just leave your feedback or comments in the description section below. I'll be happy to connect to you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care and have a great day, guys.